barely is the season over, and we go again. There is no rest for the wicked, and the Pyrenees Cup begins in earnest 2 weeks after the season ended. The transfer window has recently opened and we have one bid already for a brand new player. But today is all about the cup. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Rocking All Over the Globe, Part 57, Club 4, Coritiba in Brazil. And barely has the last season ended that we have to begin again. The transfer window has only opened 2 days ago and we are off and running in the Pyrenees Cup. And once again, it is a requirement of the board that we reach the final of that competition and probably win the final of that competition. And that means that there is no rest for these players. And we have also added another trophy this season because we finished in 4th last year. We will be taking part in the Copa Conmebol Libertadores, and that is the equivalent of the Champions League. And what an achievement it has been to reach that competition. Our job is to rotate and to maintain their state of fitness so that they can compete on all these fronts. 4 trophies up for grabs. I wonder, can we start the season with one? Because today we are going to be focusing on the Pyrenees Cup and we're going to play 2 games. We have games against Unai Beltrao and we then will play away at Operario. And hopefully these 2 clubs will provide no serious opposition to us as we look to progress to the quarterfinals. We have barely had time to even start the season, but we did manage to fit in a couple of friendlies and we've beaten Marcelo Diaz by 7-1 and Matra by 7-0. None of these teams in the 11 games that we will have to play represent real threats to us, and we should be qualifying quite easily from this group competition. We will need to rotate, we'll need to rest players because as soon as this competition is over, the season will begin in earnest. The transfer window has opened and we have made a bid for one player. He is a goalkeeper. He is João Paulo. He's a very good goalkeeper, I think, and will do a very good job at this level. But unfortunately, news of our interest has leaked out, and so several other clubs have become very interested in his services. In terms of the squad size, we have a pretty decent sized squad. And hopefully they are players of sufficient calibre to enable rotation and see us through this season. We have identified a number of positions that we will need to strengthen, and in terms of finances this year, we do have 13 million available and we have around about 20,000 in the wage budget. Not enough, so we don't really have 13 million, but we'll have to see what we can do in terms of transfer movement. And the biggest news of all is that we will be trying out a brand new tactic. And we are going to try out a strikerless formation. I have noticed that we have 7 or 8 top quality players who can play as attacking midfielders. And good forwards have been extremely difficult to find. And so we've gone strikerless. And we're going to give that a try in this cup group stage. And hopefully the team will get familiar with it. And these boys up front will do the business for us and score the goals. I'm quite optimistic about it. These players that we have up top are very, very good footballers, and hopefully this is the right decision we are making. Of course, we do still have the main tactic that we will start the season with, but this season we are looking to introduce this brand new strikerless tactic to this team and hopefully take it into next season. But before we go to the game, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, then I can tell you, you are definitely in the right place. So why not hit that subscribe button and click the bell, and you will be updated when we upload future videos in the series. And while you're there, why not hit that like button, because it's likes and comments that will help the YouTube algorithm to push the videos out to people who've not yet had a chance to see our channel. And now I think it's time to go and concentrate on playing some football. And we have a game coming up against Unai Beltrao. And hopefully we're going to see this brand new strikerless tactic produce a very good performance on the pitch. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today is Rafael William in goal with Sasme, Jesus and Mustafa at the back, Haverton, Maquena, Galarza and Cipriano in midfield. Max Alves, Kumalo and Aguera will play as the front 3. I'm hoping that we're going to see this tactic produce a lot of goals. It might do, it might not. It's all very experimental. And I think it's time now to go and find out if it's going to work or not. We are favourites today, and I think we need to actually go out there and show them why we are clear favourites. And of course, there is no striker button that I can press in order to talk to the strikers, because we don't have any. And the game is underway, and Mustafa picks up the ball, and he finds Galarza to Aguerla, and he finds Haverton. Already we are on the front foot, getting into the box. Can we get a cross in? Looks to get to the byline, looks inside. It's a good cross, but it's headed clear. It comes out to Sasme. Sasme driving forward, looks for Cipriano to Alves, and Alves has made it 1-0. It is a perfect start, and these boys are up for it. And although we are playing against a much weaker team, we have a full first team out, and it is good to see that this tactic is going to hopefully work, and that we're going to create some big surprises this season, especially in the Copa Libertadores, which of course is our first venture into the Champions League. Who knows what's going to happen? Just marginally onside. We're a goal up. 26 seconds on the clock. Perfect start. And we are underway this season. It's Coritiba 1. Coritiba 1, and I can't remember the team name, but the opposition 0. And there's another chance, and Mustafa at the near post has headed in, and we've made it 2-0, and I think we are going to romp away with this. It is positive, it is attacking, we are going to take the games to these teams, and we have made a perfect start. 7 minutes on the clock, we are 2-0 up. And at half-time, it might be an opportunity to rotate the team, bring some unfamiliar names and faces onto the pitch, and just consolidate, make sure that we keep the team fit and healthy as we go through this early season competition and win this competition, hopefully, and still remain fresh at the beginning of the league season. But at the moment, it's all Coritiba, and we are absolutely hammering them. And although we're not creating too many chances, this is something that is not too much of a problem at the moment, because we are getting our shots on target. We are creating chances. We're not familiar with the tactic, but it looks good enough to me. As Aguera, he picks up and finds Alves. Alves bursting forward, looking to get forward. Alves again. Alves with a lovely pass to Khumalo. And Khumalo, I would have put my mortgage on him to put that away. He puts it wide. It remains 2-0. We are still dominating this game. This is a lovely, lovely period of play. Aguera, who's playing very well, picks up the ball. He's bursting through. He's got into the box. Can he find a cross? Needs to look for support. He finds Haverton. Haverton inside. Galarza has made it 3-0. And we are romping away. Galarza, who has come into the side at the end of last season and played particularly well, a new signing last season, and he probably is set for an extended run of games this year. Lovely football. Haverton didn't panic at the edge of the box, looked inside. Galarza put it away. And I do remember Galarza from last season getting first and second in the August Goal of the Month competition. He is an exceptional player, can score goals. We are 3-0 up. And let's consolidate this. Let's get an even bigger win here. Let's make everybody go home happy. And what a 45 minutes that was. You've blown them away. And get out there and do more of the same. And after about 15 minutes, we're going to rotate this team and bring on some new faces. And we do have a throw, and it's Haverton picking up where we left off in the first half. Sasme finds Maqueno. Maqueno to Khumalo. Here is Aguera. He's having an outstanding game, that boy. And he finds Sasme. Sasme, just patient, probing, finds Anderson at the centre of the back three. Here is Galarza. What a game he's having. Alves looking for Khumalo. Khumalo bursting through. Khumalo with the shot. And that is more like the Khumalo that we know. He's put that one away. It is now 4-0. We are running away with this game. And that is exactly what I wanted to see from this tactic. Lovely football. Galarza to Alves. Alves with a lovely pass to Khumalo. His pace took him away from the defenders, and he doesn't miss many. And that boy has started where he left off last season. He is probably the best player that I have had in this save. I was with him in Sundowns in South Africa, and we brought him to Brazil. He's carrying on where he left off in South Africa. It's time now to go and make some changes. And so we have made 3 changes. We've brought some fresh legs onto the pitch. And looking at my bench, it is a very, very good, very strong bench. And it is going to be Kamalo with a free kick. Can we get a 5th goal here? Kamalo, lovely pass. Cipriano has made it 5-0. What a free kick. What a free kick. One off the training ground there. Cipriano was left totally unmarked. He just, with a beautifully placed shot, put it into the corner. It's now 5-0. We are running away with this. I just need to just make sure that we're not got any tired players on the pitch. It is totally all Coritiba at the moment, but there is a corner and there is a goal for the opposition, and they have scored. It is now 5-1. I think the game is out of sight, but we do need to work a bit, I think, on defensive set pieces, because that was shocking defending. And we just allowed the opposition centre-half to get in front of us, and he's made it 5-1 now. But the game has been put to bed. I need to shout at these boys and tell them that I need them to stay focused. As Cardic with a lovely pass to Aguera. Aguera looks for Kamalo in space again, bursting into the box, and it's just past the post. It was deflected, it was saved, and it is still 5-1. We are still romping away with this. I've told the boys, focus. We need to get more goals. Goal difference could be important. The ball is bobbling around in the box and it's cleared away. We should be able to pick that up as Galarzo picks the ball up, looking for a pass. He finds Cipriano. That's a poor pass, but it's picked up by Maquena. He's a lovely pass over the top, but nobody's on the same wavelength. The 3 attacking midfielders went inside, and that's a clue for me. Maybe one, they should be asked to stay a little bit wider. At the moment, though, we're pretty comfortable in this game. I have 2 more substitutions to make very shortly, and we will do those probably after this next highlight. The ball is headed clear. It comes to Mustafa at the back. Mustafa finds Galarza. I really don't want to change too much of this team because they've played extremely well. They deserve a second chance. And here is Cardic with a lovely pass to Maquena to Aguera, he's looking inside. He finds Flamenco outside, looks for Maquena to Galarza with a lovely pass. Can Cipriano get on the end of it? Gets the cross in. It's cleared at the near post. It comes out to Mustafa back to Cipriano to Galarza with a pass inside, and Aguera, he tries to pop one in, but it's over the crossbar. It remains 5-1. I think it's time to make the final 2 substitutions. And so we've made our final 2 substitutions, and we've been able to bring on 2 more attacking midfielders. Paraxides is coming on for a game for Maquena as well. We have so many players who can play in that attacking midfield role. It was the natural choice. We do have a penalty. I'm not quite sure who's going to take this now that Perotti isn't playing. It's going to be Paraxides, who's just come onto the pitch. Can he make it 6? No, he can't. It's well saved by the goalkeeper. Probably not a good idea to have a player just coming onto the pitch to take the penalty. But we are 5-1 up. We've not been brilliant in the second half, and in all fairness, we've been pretty poor, but we'd won the game in the first half. We need to defend well. We don't want to let them back into the game and have any dramatic stuff at the end. We just need to defend well if we can, and we have done. And it's picked up by Mustafa. Mustafa just patiently brings the ball out, looks for Oliveira, who's also just come on as attacking midfield. But it comes to nothing. There's just a few minutes to go, and hopefully we are done and dusted for this match. We've made an extremely good start against Beltrao, and that's who they're called, Beltrao, and we are going to win this game. And at the end of the game, it's Coritiba 5, Beltrao 1. Comprehensive, just what we want. Well done, boys. It was a very good win for us. We have gone top of the group. Nice to be on top. Always a good feeling in this competition. It's a competition that we should be at least getting to the semi-final or the final. And I expect the boys to do just that. have to go and get them ready for the next game. Games come every 3 days. I'll go and get the team ready for the next game, and we will be right back before the kickoff. Let's go and kick some balls. And I almost forgot to click record there. And so we've moved on a screen or two. And the team for today is Gobetti in goal with Heidegger, Sasme and Mustafa at the back. Pires, Naldi, Maquena and Raquelmi in midfield. Kardec, Alves and Aguera will play up front. It's a good team. It's a team that should be winning this football match. My assistant is a little concerned about playing in a positive way, but I think it's good enough to go out there and win this game. So come on, boys. This is a game we should be winning. Let's make sure that we do. I've got every faith in you. Let's get out there. Win this football match. I keep clicking on the attackers tab. There are no attackers. And so it's time to go out there, play some football. Let's win this football match. Let's go away from this episode extremely happy. Let's begin this competition in the way that we mean to go on. I'll actually take a draw here, in all fairness. We don't have to win all these games. It's a tough competition. But we have been able to rotate the team. And here is Heidegger. Heidegger looking for Maquena. Maquena, he looks inside. He needs to distribute. Finds Sasme. Sasme finds Alves. Alves with a lovely pass to Raquelmi. Raquelmi, a little dink over the top, finds Alves. Alves is in space. He's had the ball taken off him. Comes back to Raquelmi. Raquelmi finds Mustafa. Mustafa to Raquelmi. We're starting to spray it about a bit now. But unfortunately, that comes to nothing. And it may be that we are seeing a few frailties in this tactic, that perhaps it's not going to be dynamic right from the get-go and will need to be tweaked a little bit. But here is Kardec. Kardec with a pass over the top, and I don't know how he found that space, but Maxi Alves has put it away. But I think he's been given offside. It probably will be checked, and he's not even going to be checked. He was given offside. I wondered how he'd managed to get into that space, but it is good to see that they are using their off-the-ball movement. They are looking for ways to get into space and create problems for the defenders. And Raquelmi is bursting down the left. Can he get a cross in from the byline? Yes, he can, and there's another chance. And this time, Aguera has put it away. We are a goal up. And I'm quite happy with how this tactic looks. Despite the fact that we have full wing-backs on support, they are told to cross only from the byline. So Raquelmi with an absolute brilliant burst up the touchline. Inside, Aguera. No chance for the goalkeeper. It's 1-0 to Coritiba. And around the grounds, there's a lot of games going on, and we should be winning ours. And hopefully at the end of this episode, we will be like last year, top of the group. As Sasme looks back for Gobetti. These are a tougher team than we played in the last game. But again, it's a team that we should reasonably, without a doubt, be putting away. As Alves is creating all kinds of space for himself, but this time he's had the ball taken off him. Heidegger picks it up with ease. No one around him. They're not pressing us very much. He finds Sasme playing it around at the back. Looks for Maquena, who has recently been sold. We have accepted a bid for Maquena. He's 31 years old now. I have a squad full of midfielders, and I think probably at 31 years old, he's time for him to move on. He served his purpose with us here. He had one very good season, and he played very, very well. A little bit of experience. And there's another chance, and we've made it 2-0. And I think we're going to run away with this one, just like the last game. A lovely passage of play. And once again, the goal has come from the left, as Naldi found Alves. And Raquelmi, once again, on the left-hand side, bursting to the byline. And Kardec is not going to miss an open goal from there. It is now 2-0. And I was talking about Maquena. Maquena came from South Africa with Kumalo and played very, very well. 31 years old now. We're looking to bring in youngsters for the future to build this team into something special. We have 6 wonderful players up front who are youngsters, as Kardec fires one over the crossbar. And Everything is looking good. We are dominating play. We are pushing them so far back. And we do have a corner as McWayner looks to drift in the corner, and it's headed over the crossbar at the near post, and it goes out for a goal kick. And the opposition, Opay, have not had any of the ball at all. We've totally dominated things, and we are looking to burst into space again. Aguera's in again. He finds Cardiff, who's made it 3-0. And what a piece of unselfish play by young Aguera. He's just a youngster, but that was a mature head on his shoulders. Instead of going for goal himself, he looked inside, got his head up, and although he should have scored himself, found Cardiff in a much better place than he was, and gave the assist, and Cardiff said thank you very much, and we are 3-0 up now, and we are romping away with this. And I did expect a little bit more resistance from Opay, but they're not really giving us too much trouble at this point in time, as Pires looking to follow on for Rakelmi. Now he's bursting up the right wing. Can he get a cross in? Yes, he can, but the goalkeeper has picked that one up. We are totally dominant in this game, and deservedly leading by 3-0. We are counter-pressing, we are counter-attacking. It's a full-on onslaught of the opposition as Rakelmi bursts forward again, finds Maxi Alves to Aguera, and Aguera has made it 4-0. That youngster is causing mayhem in the opposition defence. It's now 4-0, and things could not be better for the fans here at Coritiba. We're taking them apart. And I think now we can safely say the game is won. And once again, Rakelmi, beautifully done. But look at that strike, that finish from an 18-year-old Aguera. And what a player he's destined to be, I think. Unselfish, but also, when needed, can put the ball in the back of the net himself. What a player he's destined to be. I'm just wondering, am I in key highlights at the moment? Yes, I am. As McWayner, he bursts forward, looking inside a Maxi Alves this time, and Maxi Alves has driven it into the back of the net. It's 5-0. And I was expecting a little bit more resistance from Opay. They're a better team than the team we played last time. But they have not shown up today, and this tactic does start to look like it could be a winning formula. This time, Maxi Alves. These shadow strikers and an attacking midfielder up front are causing absolute mayhem. Just look at the ratings that we are achieving. And this is really is a tough cup competition. And although we won it last year, we struggled in a few of the games. We're not struggling at the moment. We are taking these teams apart. And as we come up to the last few minutes of the first half, it is Opay 0, Coritiba 5, and we are romping away with this. What a performance from this rotated team as well. And it just does show me that we do have strength in depth. Now, we have 66 players registered in the squad. We are allowed 99. We have 66 players registered, and I'm very happy with the number of shots we've taken. I'm much happier with the way we have dispatched those shots, and I'm very, very happy with Aguera. He has an average rating now. He has a match rating of 10, and he deserves that. He's been outstanding, and I think it is probably time for him to hold on to that rating of 10 and take a rest, take a bow to the fans. I think now it's time for me to go and make a couple of changes, but we'll wait until this highlight is over. And here is the consolation goal, is it? There's usually a consolation goal. And there, as the opposition look to bring it forward, and Opay into the box, and was he offside there? That's a lovely cross, and it's headed clear. It comes out again, though, back into the box, and there's the consolation goal, which the opposition usually get when you're in key highlights. And that is 5-1 now. It's pretty much the same as what was going on last time. We were poor from the cross, to be fair. 2 crosses, very, very poor. We didn't defend it very well, and now we've conceded a goal. And time to go and make some changes. And so we have made our 5 changes, and we have brought in Jales Lempek, and he is another young player who's got a very bright future. He's come in to play the attacking midfield centre on attack, and let's see what he can do. Can he make his mark on this game? As we pick the ball up, Paraxides, who's also just come on, finds Heidegger. Heidegger to Cardic, finds Heidegger. Looks inside for Sasme. Sasme, can he find a pass? He looks short for Heidegger. Heidegger back to the goalkeeper. It is very patient. It's a shorter passing, low-tempo kind of game, control possession game. But when we burst forward, we really burst forward. As Cardic looks for Paraxides. Paraxides, he finds Sasme. Sasme, as you can see, very patient, looks for Cardic. Cardic, looking for support, finds Sasme. They are pressing us a little bit more now as we've gone into the second half with Mustafa to Alves. Alves to Lempek, looking out to the left wing, and here's Victor Luiz, who's just come on. Lovely pass inside. Cardic with the chance. It's over the crossbar. We're seeing pretty much a repeat of the game last time out. As looking for Lempek. Lempek can't get on the end of it. Our passing seems to have fallen apart as the opposition are looking the better team at the moment and looking like they are more dangerous than we are. And I'm not quite sure how they've changed or what they've done, but I think they are pressing a little bit more. They're causing us a few more problems. And there's a long-range shot that goes harmlessly over the crossbar. A little bit speculative from that range, but we are still in control of this game. Pretty much a repeat of what happened last time. We dominated the first half and have not been able to put the game away in the second half. And so all we need to do is hang on now for 10 minutes, and hopefully that will be that. It might be that it might be a good idea to change the system in the second half of games during this competition. We may need to go back to what we were doing before. But we've seen this game out, and the tactic looks okay to me. And we've scored 10 goals and conceded 2. We've been very much on top. Nice work, everyone. That was good. And I guess we are going to be top of the league, and our goal difference is way superior to Atletico Paranense, and they are probably favourites to win the group, but they're going to have to get past us. I'm going to play through right until the last 2 games of the group stage, because I'm pretty sure we're going to qualify. We'll see the last 2 group games and watch the qualification before we move into the quarterfinals, semi-finals and finals. I am looking at the schedule here and looking at the Copa Libertadores will start very soon. It starts on the 28th of February, pretty much as soon as the league begins and the Paranense Cup ends. And that's it for this video. If you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, then I can tell you, you are definitely in the right place. So why not hit that subscribe button, click the bell, so that you will be updated when future videos in this series are uploaded. And while you're there, hit that like button, because likes and comments are what helps the YouTube algorithm to push the video out to people who've not yet had a chance to watch our videos. And that's it. I'm a very happy manager at the moment, very content with the squad and the tactic. And all that remains to be said now is stay safe, take care, and we will see you in the next episode.